back again with Walk with Zuzu. New week says new episode. I hope you're all excited. Um, we are Monday today, and today's subject is cars. One car specifically. Do you know the Renault Twingo one? If you don't, look it up. This car. I don't know why, but it triggers something in me. It is so funny to me. This is a funny looking car. Like every time I see it, I like have a giggle because it looks dumb. Like when you see the lights of the car, it looks dumb. Okay, that's why I find it so funny. And just imagine this car with like those lashes that those car lashes. It would be so funny. And every time I see it, I'm like Twingo. Like I have a little rhythm for it. I just find it so funny. And if I were to have a car, I wouldn't like having that car because, yes, okay, it's compact, it's small and everything, but every Renault Twingo that I saw was old and dusty and crusty. And I'm a clean freak, okay? I don't like when things are dirty and stuff like that, so I wouldn't like having that car. However, the newer models, yes, give it to me. I want it now, now, now. Oh, I heard a rumor that said that Renault Twingo will be discontinued. And if Renault is listening to this podcast, please, I'm begging, don't do that. These cars are so fun. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, please. Another thing I wanted to say about cars. Do you guys see this the TikToks about the Chinese TikToks about a woman that are driving into a forest and then they have their car and basically they live in their car, but not in a poor way, in a way that they have special tents that attach to the car and they're in the forest and like it's raining and the tent is so big and they have like a bed and the car is decorated in cutie colors like pink, plushies everywhere. They have a stove. They have everything in that tent, okay? And it is connected to the car. So basically, the hood is open and you have the tent that's connected to it. And you have a lot of these TikToks. You have either the car with the tent connected to it, or you have the plain ones, the one that are just sleeping in their car, but it's cute, okay? I wish I had a car like that. And it's always like the fancy cars. Then you have I saw one that was living in her RV, but everything was pink. And it was just a dream. And she had a cat, and I was like, I want it. And then there's a new one that I saw it's a bike, it's a tricycle, but there is it looks like a car, but it is a bike, and it's just a miniature version of a car. And she decorated it so cutely, and oh my god, I want it. Okay, but they look so cute. So cute. I am a bit tired today, a little bit, because oh my god, yesterday drained me. Okay, it took all of my vital life force, all of my mana, all of my chakras. It took everything from me. Basically, I knew that Sunday I would have homework and stuff to catch up on because this week has been hectic. I didn't have a minute for myself. And even if I had a minute, I would watch like TV shows that just came out, like Arcane Part 2. Please, I have watched only one episode. I'm hoping to catch up today, but I'll do what I can. I'm just a girl, please. And basically, I had to, and Saturday I was working because I'm a corporate slave. Actually, I'm not even a corporate slave, I'm a retail slave. So that's worse. And Sunday, I knew that I would have to catch up on a lot of things. So I wake up at 11 a.m. I don't know what you're going to say. Oh, but Suzu, if you knew you had a lot to catch up on, why did you wake up at 11 a.m.? Because if there's one thing that I would not compromise on is my sleep, okay? It's the only day that I can sleep and wake up later. Best believe I'm gonna do it. So I wake up at 11 a.m. and then, ate breakfast, took a shower, and then I cleaned the whole house because the house was a mess. Okay. I was one day away from having dust bunnies, so they will eat my furniture or something like that. It's a Sims reference, but even I don't get it. I just know if you have a lot of dust, there's dust bunnies. Whatever. So I cleaned the whole house, and then I had one homework. And please, if somebody's hearing this, save me from my teacher. Because why this year I only have like teacher? I feel like they are doing drugs because they come up with some homework, and I'm like, can you not just give us normal homeworks like all the other teachers? Why do you have to be special? And so I had a homework yesterday, and it was for 20% of the whole course. So it was a lot. So I started, I think, at 1:30, 2 p.m. and I ended at 11 p.m. Do you know how much that is? That's too much even for me. You know me, I'm the type of person, if I finish at 7 p.m., I'm like mad. I'm like, oh my god, that wasted so much of my time, and I could have done that, and now I finished at 11 p.m. Oh, I was about to cry. I was about to do something. I was about to, I don't know, but I didn't. But I survived, and that is the important stuff. Okay, I survived. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me, please. Thank you. Have y'all? Oh my god. Have y'all already played The Sims 4? Because the more I think about it, the more I find this game very, very, very unhinged. Just, it's a greedy game, okay? Because, okay, now they give you The Sims 4 for free, but they know damn well if you want to have a good gameplay, you have to have every extension pack. And it was even worse before, because before it wasn't even free, so you had to buy the game, and the game was, I think, 40, 60, I don't remember, euros, and then you had to buy every extension pack. I think now if you want to buy everything, you're looking at 1,000 euros, and 1,000 euros for a game, it's a lot. It's a good game, but it's a lot. And me personally, when I was smaller, younger, I think I was 12, 14, I don't remember, but I really wanted the Sims. I really, really, really wanted it. I was watching gameplays every minute of my day. Every time I had the opportunity, I was watching gameplays. And so I was really begging my mom, please buy me this one, please, 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 please. And I even like took a picture of the box and sent it to my mom. I was like, if you want to buy it, it's this one. Don't get confused because there are extension packs. So I really wanted her to have the right version, and she finally caved in. She bought it. I played, I think, 2 weeks, and then I stopped because there was nothing else to do in the game. I literally had done everything I could. Yes, you can get creative and stuff like that, but it gets boring really quickly. And I played 2 weeks, and then I waited a couple of months, and I was trying to play it again. And they didn't give me a CD. They gave me a code that I can put in my Origin account, and I lost my Origin account. So I didn't tell my mom because, first of all, I'm not going up to my mom and telling her, oh, you know the game that you bought for 40 euros? Well, I don't have it anymore. So I was looking for a way to have it back. I tried everything. I tried every account in my head. Didn't find it. So there was only one way for me to go. Piratery. So I pirated the game, and I was like, why stop at just the game? Let me have everything. Expansion pack, everything. So that took a good 2 hours to download. Then I played for 2 days, and I uninstall everything. I have phases like that. I have Sims 4 phases where every year I get the urge I can only think about that. I get the urge to play The Sims 4. I download everything, every extension pack, everything. And then I play one day. It's not even 2 days anymore. I play one day. I'm like, okay, it's good. I had my fill. I don't want to play anymore. Why am I like this? Really? And it's not like it's easy to download everything. You really have to put in the work to find everything to be able to download it. Yeah. Next to my house, there is a tree, and I love that tree so much. It looks like a big bonsai. It looks like a bonsai that you upscaled. And for me, it looks like a mystical tree. I call it the mystical tree because I, in the movies, when they go to a tree and then suddenly there's a portal and you get teleported to another dimension, fanta- a fan- wow, a fantastical one with creatures, with everything. For me, that's that type of tree. hmm I don't know. It just gives me that feeling. And when it snows, you have snow everywhere except for the inside of that tree because it's not a regular tree. Really, it's it really looks like a big bonsai. So you have snow all around that tree, and then in the middle of the tree, it's empty. I'm like, oh my god! If there's a portal, it's gotta be in that tree. I have never tried it. Should try it once, but I have never tried to get teleported to another dimension. Because what if I don't like that dimension? Then how do I get back? Wow, how do I get back? Hmm? How do I get back from that dimension? Imagine I get transported, and then I have a mission, and I'm too lazy for a mission. What do you mean? I got to save the kingdom? What? Like, you mean to tell me the whole kingdom couldn't do it, and you had to go look for somebody in another dimension? It's a bit far fetched, and it's not like I have any abilities. I cannot. I'm not good at sports. Really, really bad at sports. I'm not that smart. I mean, I have memory loss, so that's not something you want to have. There's no redeeming quality except that I'm funny. And even funny, it depends. Do I like you or not? Because I'm an ambivert, so I'm an introvert unless proven wrong. I start introvert if I get a feeling with you, then I'll be the most extroverted person that you will ever know. But it doesn't come for free. hmm So there's no redeeming quality. I don't know what you see in me that could help you save a kingdom. That's why I haven't tried it. Uh huh. Because that's what's most likely to happen. Either it doesn't work, which is the most plausible cause, and that's boring. Either it works, and I'm trapped in another universe, and with a quest, and I don't know. I don't even know how times work there. Like, if I go there, does time move while the time moves in this universe, or is the time in this universe stopped until I get back? There's too many questions. And I don't want to risk it. And yes, I do realize that that's not a mystical tree, but for me, it's a mystical tree. And if I go in there, it will teleport me. So if one day I disappear, maybe I went to the mystical tree. Maybe. And then maybe you won't even notice because maybe the time has stopped in this universe while I do my quest on the other one. Think about that. I want to talk about what happened yesterday. So yesterday, basically, my day went great. I didn't have school, so that's always a bonus point. I went shopping, grocery shopping with my brother, and we went there. I'm an adult, but I'm basically a kid with adult money. So I bought things. I bought like candy, frozen fruits. Because one thing about me that y'all don't know is I have an addiction to frozen fruits. Yes, I know. What the fuck do you mean frozen fruits? I literally mean frozen fruits. There's no other explanation. My favorite one is frozen mangoes. If you have mangoes in your house, don't ever give me your address because I will come and steal them. Okay? So I bought that, and I also saw whipped cream, and I was like, oh, whipped cream. My first thought was I can put it directly in my mouth. My second thought was I could put it on hot chocolate. Hot chocolate, it's winter, it's in the mood. So I bought that. I got home. I took my frozen strawberries because they didn't have mangoes. I put whipped cream on top of it. I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be so cool. I ate it. It was good. And then, like 10 minutes later, my my tummy started having a reaction to it. Okay, like I was full blown dying. My 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 stomach couldn't handle it. I I was dying for a full hour. Do you know how long that is? A full hour of dying because of fruits. I tried going to the bathroom. I tried everything. At one point, I just accepted my fate, and I laid down on the couch. I took, like, how do you call that? I took a bowl. No, that's not the name. I took a recipient. I forgot the name of a recipient that you put soup in it. I forgot the name. It's okay. I took a recipient. I put it underneath my sofa, and I went and laid down on my tummy because that seemed to calm everything down. I just accepted my fate. I was like, okay, if I vomit, I have the recipient, and now I just have to lay low. So I was dying, like always. It's good. And then my brother suddenly he walks to the windows, and the curtain were closed because it was night. And he opens it, and suddenly I see snow. I see snow. And one thing about me, I really fuck with snow. I really love snow. It's one of my favorite things on this earth. I really love snow. The speed at which I ran to that window should be studied. It was so good. I saw the snow, and it was beautiful. It was heavily snowing. So it wasn't like, oh, here's one snowflake and do what you want with it. It was a lot. So I ran to that window. I took like a blanket, I put it on top of me, and I just took a chair and put it in front of the window. Took some ice cream because, yes, one thing about me, I don't learn my lessons. So I just had a reaction of an hour about frozen fruits, and my immediate reaction when I saw snow is, oh, let me take some ice cream. And even the moment I saw snow, the reaction in my belly stopped. Okay, I didn't have any more pain. I was good as new. So I ran and took some ice cream, and I just stayed in front of the window for like 2 hours. I stayed first. I got in front of the window with the chair with some ice cream, and then I put on some uh, Christmas music. Mind you, I'm not religious. I'm not Christian. I put on some fucking Christmas music, and I was in front of my window with my lemon ice cream in hand. I was like, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Me, not religious at all, but I really had that Christmas music compilation. I was watching it, and I had a great time. And then it turned into rain, and I lost interest. I went to bed. But in the morning, all I could think of was, oh, I have to take my gloves because there's gonna be some snow, and I'm gonna do some snow fights and a snowman, and yeah, and it's gonna be so fun. And just before I continue my story, for the people that don't like snow, what is wrong with you? Because snow is so good. And the most popular reasons are, oh yeah, no, because public transportation, it's gonna mess it up. I'm gonna be late to work, and that's really society that conditioned you to talk like that. Because why is your first reaction when you see snow? Oh, I'm gonna be late to work. SWAT. Gonna put that aside. I was so excited. I had school the next day, so today I had school, but I had a half day, so I was like, oh no. Oh, when I finish, I can do snowman. I can do a snow fight, and it's gonna be so good. I wake up in the morning. I see the snow still on the cars and on the haze and on everything. I'm like, yay! I take my gloves, go outside, prepare to take my biggest snowball and start like throwing it at walls, cars. I'm throwing it at everything at this point. I take my hand, I put it on the snow, and then the snow is hard. It froze. It froze. It's not usable anymore. You know, I was about to do something. It bamboozled me. I was bamboozled. Yeah, this is betrayal. It's betrayal, really. I was really. That's not possible. I was really bamboozled. I felt betrayed. That's what I was. Yeah. But then I came back to school. I came back from school and I still started doing snowballs, even with the frozen snowballs. So it was good. I had a good time, and I hope it snows today. I really hope it does. Oh, and so the mystical tree and the mystical tree was full of snow, except on the place where the portal is. But I already explained that to you guys because the portal is there, so there can't be any snow there. So it was super good, and I really really liked it. And I love snow. I just love snow. The thing is, I love snow, but my body can handle it. Yeah. There's two things I really, really love is snow and the beach. And these are two things that my body can't handle. And if you ask me, that's really discrimination, but okay. Like my body discriminating against me. Why can I not handle snow and beach? Because since I was small, people have peanut allergies or they have gluten allergies or celiac disease. I have an allergy of the cold. Don't ask me. Not even the doctor knows what it is, but I just have it. Okay. So basically, when I was small, every time it would get cold, I would get like rashes all over my body. I would start to swell. Yeah, literally. I would start to swell, and my body would get super, super, super hot. And every year it has gotten down, so it's not as bad as when it was when I was smaller. Now I still get rashes, but when I stay a long time outside. When I stay a long time, then I get rashes, but it's manageable. And then why not the beach? The beach, I still haven't understood it really well. Um, but basically, when I go to the beach, I start swimming. I'm having a good time. I'm getting cold. I'm getting out. And then when I get out, I start having not panic attacks. Like my throat starts closing, so I cannot breathe. My head is dizzy, so I fall to the ground because I cannot keep myself stable. And I don't know. I just like lay down on the ground. I can still hear everybody, but I cannot move because my head is so dizzy and I'm trying to focus on my breathing. And after 15 minutes, usually it's gone. Yeah. Even I cannot explain it. I don't know why it happens, but it simply does happen. And I tried to go to the doctor. Even the doctor was shocked. He was like, "Are you fucking with me? I don't understand what you're telling me." And honestly, I do understand that reaction because I would not believe me myself. And every year it's been happening, but it was happening in one specific beach. So my solution was to stop going to that beach, which is a normal solution. But then this year it happened in another beach, and it wasn't 15 minutes like every other time. It was 3 hours. My only thought is I wanted to get out of that beach, but the beach has stairs. So I would faint, stay on the ground for 30 minutes, try to get upstairs, and then when I do like one or two steps, I faint. Imagine that for 3 hours. Oh my God, I was so done. I was so done. I wanted to kill everybody in that beach. And I still wouldn't get home. A man had to carry me. And he wasn't even the security or the man, the guards working at the beach. He was just a vendor. He was selling things. He was selling lollipops. And he had to carry me upstairs to my brother. Oh no, I do not agree to that. And why did I go to the hospital? Because I didn't want to go to the hospital because I know what's going to happen. I'm going there. They put me in a room. The room is warm. The room is the perfect temperature. I lay down for 15 minutes and I'm good. So I didn't want to go to the hospital because I already know what's going to happen. I'm just going to waste my time. I just wanted to get home and I couldn't go home because there were fucking stairs and I couldn't climb them. Because I was fainting every 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes. And fun fact, I almost died because of this. Oh, yes, I almost died. When it was when I was, I think, 12. And the thing about me is I used to do scuba diving with I used to do scuba diving, and I did it from when I was 7 years to till 13, and it was good. It was shits and giggles. We would go to pools. We would go to professional pools. There are pools that are like 15 meters deep, or some pools with fishes in it. And then one day they decided they wanted to go to a lake. Me going there, out, and I haven't told them that I had that allergy, because I knew if I told them they wouldn't let me dive again, which is understandable, but I wanted to dive, so I'm not going to tell them. So we go there. I think nothing of it. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to dive. It's going to be good. It's going to be that. And then we get there, and they tell us, yeah, the lake is 7 degrees on the outside, so inside, deeper in the lake, it's gonna be colder. Still, no alarm ringing in my head. I'm like, okay, it's totally fine. Everything's gonna happen. It's gonna be good. Get in there. We It's always with a second person, so you're holding hand with somebody else, and then there's like the teacher in front of you that's leading the way and telling you where to go and stuff like that. So, first of all, my teacher, we go in. My teacher is speeding. He's not even looking back. He doesn't care if you stay or you're with him. He doesn't care. Okay, he's outside. Don't talk to him. And then, like, my friend who was holding hands with me, she cannot keep herself stable, so she's doing ups and downs in the water. In the water. This is not the time to fuck around. Stabilize yourself, girl, or I'm going to stabilize you. So she's doing ups and downs, and she's taking me with her, And I my hands start to hurt because of all the ups and downs that she does. So I take her hand off. The moment I leave her, everybody disappears. I cannot find anybody anymore. Not the teacher, not her. Mind you, I'm 15 meters underwater. I am alone in a lake. The lake was muddy, so I couldn't even see that far. I think I could see 1 meter in front of me. And then there's something that decided to kick in. It decided it was her time to shine. My allergy! Yes, can we clap for it? Can we clap? Yeah, she's a queen. So it decided to kick in. So my my throat started closing underwater. Oh, we love that. I just love it. My throat started closing underwater, and I started suffocating, and my head started to hurt, and I was getting destabilized. I didn't know where up, where down, where any direction was, because my first thought was, okay, just keep swimming forward, and then you'll find them. But at one point, you don't know where forward is anymore. You're just swimming, hoping that everything will be okay. And alert, everything was not okay. I started having this reaction, and I really thought I was going to die. So my first reaction was to swim upwards. For the people that have never done scuba diving, when you're 15 meters deep in the water, the pressure is so great that you cannot just go up. You cannot do that. You have to take baby steps to go upwards, so that your body has time to accommodate to the pressure. And I was in a panic situation. I had to go up, so I went up as fast as possible. And the risk of this are so dangerous. You could go deaf. Your lungs can explode. Everything can go wrong. You can have brain damage. You can have so much stuff. But this was my only option. It was either that or I die underwater and somebody will discover my body later. So I went up, started having hallucinations. I thought it was in a rainbow cake, because every time I see I think I see the surface, I reach the surface and I'm just still in the water. So I thought I was in a birthday cake. You know those rainbow cake where every layer is another color? I thought I was blocked in that. So I swim with all my might up to go to the surface. And I get to the surface, and I had a sense of relief, but I was still having my reactions because of my allergy. And I see the shore is so far away, and I start screaming. I'm like, ah! I'm not even help because I know nobody's gonna hear me. The people are too far away. Nobody's up on the surface. Everybody's swimming, diving downstairs under the water. You understand what I mean? I just start screaming, and I'm preparing for death. I'm literally preparing for death. I'm like, I'm gonna die here. So I'm preparing for that, and then I see my teacher surface. I was so happy. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna die here. Actually, I'm gonna live. His first reaction was to scream at me. So he was lecturing me and screaming at me, and I was like, I wasn't even listening. To tell you, I was in a state, I wasn't even listening. I was just happy that I was getting saved, and I was still having those reactions. So I was still having difficulty breathing. I was just concentrating on him getting me off the shore, off the water, and I got out. I didn't tell them that was because of my allergy, so they just think I'm dumb. But I still got out, I survived, and I continued diving with them because, again, I don't learn from my mistakes. So if I was going to die, okay, but I'm still continuing diving. So moral of the story, think, just think, really, because all of this could be avoided if I just thought about the situation, like, oh, you have a cold allergy and you're going into a freezing lake, maybe don't. But I wasn't thinking. So moral of the story, just think. That's all.